Hello again, everyone. Deflect here, Firm Fair Gaming. Wanted to bring you a video. The Demon Hunter talent tree is up. It's working for Havoc. The Vengeance one I really want to see because I think Vengeance is going to be awesome next expansion. I went back to maining my Vengeance Demon Hunter because it's a ton of fun. And it is just going to be even better next X-Pack with all the changes they've done and what you can grab from Havoc. So I want to show you quickly what is going on here and what you can pick. I'm not going to go through the Havoc one. I'm just more focused on the Demon Hunter tree itself. So there is some things baseline that you get when you're going to be Havoc, and that's Vengeful Retreat. You do have to take Master of Glaives, which throw glaive has one additional charge. You can get Sigil of Flame. You're gonna definitely take the Healing of Shattered Souls increased by 10%. And this is just for, I'm gonna do a Vengeance one. Consume Magic is tough because there is some that it's great for, and there is some other dungeons it's not great for. Sigil of Flame like sucks right now, so we'll have to see if it gets better with this one. You don't even cast Sigil of Flame, it's a useless ability right now, so hopefully it with the damage, I'll have to check how it compares currently to see if that's any better. But it's bad. It's bad right now. It grants 2 additional Fury per target hit, so you're getting probably on average you're grabbing 8, so 16 Fury. But the worst, but you just kind of take it because you have to go down the path. You will be healing. This is going to be huge. Charred Warblades heal for 5% of all fire damage you deal. Oh, that's going to be really, really good. So you definitely want to take that, and then we want to get to 8. So I'm not, you could go with Max Fury. You will want your kick, which kind of sucks because you have to take the Ricochet Throw Glaive to get your kick, and you're probably going to want Imprison, and most likely you're going to take Aura of Pain. That's most likely what you are going to grab. But it kind of sucks because you're stuck on the way you have to go, the way they set this up. Some dungeons you don't need Consume Magic, so you don't need this, but you kind of have to take it so you can get down the tree to get other items. Spectral Sight, very niche. I don't like either of these. I hate all sigils are placed at your location. I don't like that because I like to throw my sigils. If there's a pack out there casting, I like to throw it at those. And then all sigils are now placed at your target's location. I hate that as well. So I would literally bypass that just to keep going down the tree. So some of the setup is kind of not great so far, but it isn't, I don't know, it could use a little bit of work, but it was just released like a couple days ago. So if I was going down, I would have to take the Spectral Sight, last 6 seconds longer. Don't really care. The max health I would like. Sigil of Misery is going to be great. Cause all enemies affected by the sigil to cower in fear. So it's just another fear one. Just to add it to your group. And we have to get to 20. So we need 8 more. The problem is we're now stuck at where we can go. So whether you go with Mastery increases your movement speed and go down this way, Throw Glaive snares enemies, or whether you take just the Disrupt, which you don't really care about either, to get 30 Fury. You usually have enough Fury to go down here, and your Leech is increased, which is good. And you can reduce the cooldown of Meta by a minute, which then lets you arc to any one of these. You are obviously going to take Demonic and probably Fellblade. Probably going to take this with Demonic. And then Immolation Aura causes melee attackers to suffer 5% attack power fire damage. Just for some extra damage. And then depending if you need Consume Magic, you would take this. Otherwise, I would be taking Soul Render for the extra leech. And then Chaos Nova is going to be another one. So this is going to allow you to have Chaos Nova, which stuns enemies. So now you're going to get another stun, which is going to make you like a kick machine. Or you can take Imprison if you're going to be fighting a lot of demon beasts or humanoids, which is often the case. But we'll go with Imprison for now. because I think it is pretty useful. Now you do get access to darkness, which is going to be amazing for the Vengeance. So you get another defensive, which is going to make you even tankier. And then I would just reduce it by 2 minutes. So now you have a darkness on 3 minutes. You're going to take the hunt for the extra damage, and then you can increase the damage of the hunt's tick by 30%. And that leaves you with 7 left. So 7, you are going to take the silence almost always. I like the silence, or I will be, because silencing enemies just comes in handy. Enemies deal 8% reduced damage to you for 8 seconds if affected by one of your sigils. So that's going to be pretty handy as well. And then you will want the quicken sigils. So you're going to come down here. You can either go with the reduced cooldown on Sigil Misery, so it brings it down to 1.5 minutes. You can fear enemies. So hopefully they cower in fear, and then they don't run away. It's going to disorient them for 20 seconds, but I'm hoping that they stay. When they say cowl or cower in fear, they don't run. So they just kind of turtle, which would make it easier. And then you definitely take the reduced cooldown. And you could also, if you want to take the damage, it's a nice little damage boost, 10% damage boost. Increase the duration of sigil effects by 1 second. You just kind of have to take that to get to the quick sigils, which only leaves you with 1 left. So there's ways, you're kind of stuck on some of it. You could take 1 less here and go with Chaos Nova, and which will give you access to blur, so you could kind of switch that up a little bit, but it looks like you might be kind of stuck a little bit if you're trying to get blur and darkness. You could get blur, reduce all damage taken by 20%, but you would have to give up the reduced cooldown of darkness, which I think the darkness is going to be great. It's a 20% damage reduction, lasts 8 seconds, and it's for everybody. So you're getting a 3-minute cooldown versus a 1 minute, but it's the same damage reduction. It's about 20%. So it's a fairly good damage reduction, but you're kind of stuck unless you give up the extra damage of the hunt. You could easily get over there, but it just kind of goes to what you want to play, and if you want the extra stuns. Like if you have a lot of stuns in your group, you're not going to need Chaos Nova, but you could get blur, and you can get darkness. You can then reduce the cooldown. You could actually skip Sigil Silence if you wanted, if there wasn't much to silence, still giving you the hunt, because the hunt is, really good. It's just a good ability. It's just extra damage, but it's on a 1.5 minute cooldown, but still it's extra damage. Reduce the sigils, and you can go that way with it. The downfall is you will have to either go there and miss the extra damage, or you will take the extra damage and give up the 8% reduced magic damage to you. But you take a lot of magic damage because it is one of the ones you can put in conduits and stuff, but you do take a bit of magic damage. So having an 8% reduction for anyone affected by your sigils is not bad, but you might give it up for the extra damage. It's going to be interesting to see. I didn't get in the alpha, so hopefully I can test it out. I think it's going to be very, very good next X pack. There's a lot of cool stuff. Like you're going to be just able to stun, kick. You're going to be able to control packs very well. And with the extra defensives, you're going to be pretty tanky as a Vengeance Demon Hunter. This might actually make you like overly tanky. You don't actually need that, but this is kind of what I'm going to play around with for my initial build in the opening of the X pack. If I can get into beta, I'm going to really test that out, because I think it's just going to do some great things. Anyways, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I can't wait till the Vengeance tree comes out. That way I can see what they're going to put on it. But right now it's glitched and isn't really working. So hopefully they fix that soon, and I will put out another video for doing the DH Vengeance tree, and we'll compare it with the talents that we went through on the Havoc. So anyways, Deflect, Fair Gaming, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.